Let's do the thing. I'll talk a little bit more about the Lookout Pass snow here. So if you want to see it, you don't have to go too far. But for now, it just wound up being a little bit too warm overnight for us to get any sort of widespread snow down low. But we are still seeing it off to the north, and it's kind of where we expected it. So it's the first snow for some. We've got more rain on the way later this week. For now, the snow kind of stays off to the north. So these purple shaded areas right here, think valleys 2 inches, mountaintops 4. Most of the snow or moisture gets caught up in the Cascades where you're under a winter storm warning, and that's where you have the potential to pick up more than a half a foot of snow in many locations, and even close to a foot at times. That includes Snoqualmie Pass on that half-foot end of it. And the snow is coming down this morning, but it is going to mix with rain a little bit later on today. So I'm going to keep watching that cam because I find this quite interesting. And keep in mind, we sit about a half an hour away from sunrise, believe it or not. So that'll be easy to see here shortly. But as you can see, it's rain and snow both today and tomorrow for basically every pass. Sherman sees a little more sun tomorrow, just because you kind of find yourself between both the Cascades and the Northern Rockies, and it tends to be a little nicer there. But when it comes to what we've got going on, it's the storm off the coast and the front associated with it. And this frontal boundary is what's sweeping the region, bringing us this precipitation early this morning. Now you can see off to the north, snow. Up in the higher elevations, snow. Here in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, even now up in Deer Park, it is still coming down as rain. We've seen it try to bring snow down south, so a couple of stray flakes, and that's kind of going to be the case as we move through the day. Remember the last time we picked up a trace amount of snow? Basically what happened is you get enough moisture coming down, it brings some of that cold air down with it. So if we get rid of some of the wind, that's our best shot at seeing some snowflakes mixing in down low. When it comes to accumulation, no way. No way for Coeur d'Alene, no way for Spokane, no way even as far north as Deer Park. So for now, just know it is really going to be all about the rain. But rain still slows you down, especially when there is snow happening nearby. It tends to just slow traffic down more in the morning, so allow some extra time today. That continues through the mid-morning. But notice for Spokane, it starts tapering off by the latter half of the morning, and we wind up seeing a little sunshine later on this afternoon. So all said and done, snow stays north, stays pretty far to the north. 0 in Spokane. It could be possible that outside of downtown and Coeur d'Alene, you see a little bit of snow. But for the most part, it's those higher elevations and pretty far off to the north. When it comes to this afternoon, though, temperatures will warm enough that anything that falls below, say, 3,500 feet, if you live below 3,500 feet, it's all going to melt. We're just too warm. We'll be up in the mid-40s here in Spokane. Next few days, even as our next round of rain arrives on Veterans Day, that thing's going to warm us up. So as we head into the weekend, expect temps back up near 50 with some scattered showers.